Jim Thompson, I'm the CEO of CogBooks. CogBooks is an adaptive learning platform technology. Adaptive learning is a technology that personalises the delivery of online learning to each individual student. We've been in business now for around 10 years, delivering improved education and online learning to students at schools and colleges. The traditional way that students experience education is either in a mass classroom where they're working with one teacher and many students, or online where they receive basically the same instruction and information as every other student. The new learning technologies such as CogBooks personalise the learning delivery to each individual student, and that changes dramatically the way that students learn. And therefore that is going to have a knock-on effect on the way that students are taught in classrooms and lecture theatres and online. And in that way it's going to be very disruptive for the education industry, which is adopting these technologies already and I believe embracing them. There are some major drivers that are changing the way that education is being delivered, especially in the US but also here in the UK. Some of those drivers are political, that people are realising we're going to be short of the right number of graduates or highly qualified workers to work in the economy. People are also realising that education is becoming more and more expensive compared to other things that we normally purchase. And also we're at a stage where the technology itself has become mature enough that it really is effective and can be used at scale. And so all these factors are coming together to allow us to bring these new technologies into the education industry and actually have a big impact at scale. From the outset, when we set up CogBooks, our goal was to bring improved learning experiences to really large numbers of learners. And obviously web infrastructure and those kinds of technologies allow us to do that. We've been working with a range of organisations, the Gates Foundation, the UFI Charitable Trust, OCR and others, to actually realise that scale by bringing these tools into the hands of teachers who can then use them to deliver learning more effectively to their students. So our aim is to really get to initially hundreds of thousands and millions of students in the next few years. So we're currently going through a really rapid growth phase. The types of technology that we're employing have been demonstrated to be effective in improving learning outcomes. And therefore they're being adopted quite quickly, more especially again in the US rather than in the UK. The UK is now beginning to pick up on the use of some of these technologies in the university and school sector. I think the only thing that will slow down the growth of our business is the adoption of these types of technologies within the traditional teaching and education communities. We believe that existing educators, teachers or university lecturers or so on, are central to delivering education in the future. And what we're trying to do is put tools in their hands to help them do that better. So our aim or our way of overcoming any limitations on growth is just to work very closely with those communities to make sure we're giving them tools that are useful for them so that they then use those tools in the classroom and with teachers. And a number of the projects we're working on, again with the Gates Foundation, with the UFI Charitable Trust and with OCR, are very much designed to work that way, where a big part of the technology is putting data and information into the hands of teachers so that they can support and help their students more effectively. Our big goal is to touch the lives of 100 million learners within 5 years. And that's a really large ambition, but it's one that we're all targeting. So we would like to be at the point in 5 years' time where our technology is being used very widely to deliver really high quality online education to really large numbers of learners. And at the same time, at the point where teachers and educators are making more data-driven decisions based on the information we can give them about their students that they're working with.